This guy told me this was his house and he was gonna come to my show. That guy's full of shit. So recently I was driving down. I usually have a mic stand. Here it is. Recently I was riding the train down to San Diego to see some family, and while I was on the train, my mom was sending me texts of my nieces, my super cute little nieces, and the stranger next to me was looking over at me. He wasn't invited, but he was looking over at me, and I looked over and he says, "Yeah, kids. A lot of my friends are having kids. You know what I call them? Fuck trophies." Isn't that great? Fuck trophies. What he means is children are the awards that we get for having sex and nothing more. And so I went deep inside because I didn't want that man to talk to me again ever. But I did start thinking about fuck trophies, and I thought, God, I guess everybody's like a fuck trophy. Like, you're a fuck trophy, and you're a fuck trophy. You're definitely a fuck trophy. You're all fuck trophy. And then I realized, I'm adopted. I'm adopted. You ruined my joke, but I'm adopted. And I'm not a fuck trophy. And it's really hard for me to say, but I'm more like a certificate of participation. You guys really are hard to not pay attention to. I'm sorry. I'm trying to ignore you, but you're talking in fully loud voices. So yeah, that's my I'm adopted joke. There is a big problem in the world today, and it goes by the name of Diva Cup. For those of you who know what a Diva Cup is, hold on. For those of you who don't know what a Diva Cup is, it is a reusable menstrual cup. It is a little rubber cup with a wand on it. I love dolphins. I fucking love dolphins. But I would rather come upon a dead dolphin on the beach with a dozen used tampons jammed in its blowhole than ever see a rinsed out Diva Cup leaning against my toothbrush ever again. Because when I go there in the morning and I see that, all I can think about is this: get ready. And I've never had my period, so I just imagine it looks like ketchup and raisins. And so then, so you're like, you just go and you turn the water on, and it's just like ketchup and raisins. Just ketchup and raisins, bloody water, ketchup and raisins. Do it twice, make sure all the ketchup and raisins are gone. Ding, ding, ding. Lean it on his toothbrush. See? You're obviously all affected by this. I just wanted you to come in here. That's why they shouldn't make that. Nobody wants to see ketchup and raisins. You know that was fun. Took you on a trip. Okay, so I had these two grandparents. Wow, everybody, let's just stop talking to me. I'm trying to talk to you. I had these two grandparents that are dead, and they weren't always dead, but before they died, they became gambling addicts. And my grandfather was this Depression-era guy who thought he could figure out all systems. Like whatever kind of game they were running, he was going to figure it out. And so he really figured out slot machines. He had them figured out. Slot machines. And you can't fucking figure out slot machines, everybody. What?
My dad's like that too.
Okay, well, here we go. My grandfather, God damn it, woman! You have fucked this whole thing up! I'll just sit on your lap and we can fucking do it together! Your dad is in the joke, so her dad and my grandpa think that they have slot machines figured out, and her dad and my grandpa think that Sizzlin' Sevens are the only machines that pay out. So then my grandfather and her dad die. And it's some sort of odd memorial to my grandfather and apparently your father. My grandmother only played Suslin Sevens slot machines in honor of our loss. So, here's the thing. My grandmother always won in her mind because she only counted the money she spent, or only counted the money she got, not the money she spent. So if she spent $100 and got $10, she won. That's not how you do it, everybody. If nobody's laughing, then I'm sorry. That's not how you fucking gamble. That's not how you win. So, but my grandmother would win, and then she would come up and go, I won again. Isn't that spooky? And what she's implying with that spooky is that my grandfather, and apparently your father's ghost, are coming down to a Sizzlin' Sevens machine in Turtle Lake, Wisconsin, in an Indian gaming casino to haunt the machine and help her win. At that point, I usually just agreed with the bone-chilling spookiness of this because I didn't want to break her heart by correcting her math. Come on, I see it. But anyways, so I thought that this is kind of a great premise for either a whimsical 80s TV show about a grandmother and a ghost that travel from town to town and riverboat to riverboat, ripping off the machines. Or it's a really sad show on Lifetime about an old woman who loses all of her Social Security income because she thinks a ghost is helping her win at gambling and really she just can't do math. Thank you, everybody. I dedicate this set to your father.